Okay, so our journey starts here. We're going into Lowe's to get replacement washing machine hoses. Oh, it's 6 a.m. Let's go find the plumbing department. Ha! I actually got here before the doors open. Okay. Well, back there's appliances. And there's a fella working in appliances, so I'll ask him where the washing machine hoses are. If you don't know, ask. That's what they get paid for. Pardon me, young man. Point me towards washing machine hoses.
Take a left right there.
Thank you.
And go a little ways down, it'll be on your right.
Thank you. All right.
Very nice.
Well, these are the ones that I saw online. I went ahead and checked out. I like the looks of these fittings right here. And they're about the same price as the others. I'm not impressed with steel braided lines or anything like that.
I'm going to help there, let me know.
I'm good. I'm actually doing a YouTube video. Anyway, this is the product I came after, and this is the product I'm going to buy. All right. Well, I got in and out before the sun come up. So, I mean, there's nothing no more fun than having a washing machine hose start leaking at 2 o'clock in the morning, is there? Oh. Now, the only good thing about it is, at least with the washing machine hose, it's hooked to a hose bib so you can shut the water off. Oh. All right, let's go to the house. Okay, so we're back at the house now, and I can't think of a better way for a young person to build confidence in their own abilities than to tackle small elementary level projects. You're never too young or too old to learn anything. And my question to you that are not mechanically inclined, they don't have a toolbox full of tools, is what would you do if you saw that your washing machine hose all of a sudden was leaking and streaming water out and on the floor and it's running across the bathroom floor? What would you do? And of course, obviously, the first thing that you would do, I would hope, would be to just reach up there and turn the water off. Turn that spigot off where the hose is connected. Now that stops the emergency. Now, you can't wash no clothes, but the emergency is now over with, and now then it just becomes a maintenance issue. I've got to find me a pair of pliers big enough, and these ain't. I got to find me a pair of pliers big enough to fit over the ends of the hose so I can loosen them and tighten them easily. And it's just a simple matter of unscrewing a hose and screwing a new one back on. That's all you got to do. But because it's in the house, because it's different, because it's in the utility room or the bathroom or wherever your washing machine may be, maybe it's a foreign thought to you. And only because I've done this a bunch of times, I know that I need to take a wire tie in there with me, a zip tie or a piece of string or a piece of tie wire, something. Because the drain hose, your washing machine drain hose, goes up and drains down in between these two faucets. And when that washing machine kicks in and starts shooting the water out of the washer itself, that force shooting out of that hose can sometimes make one of them drain hoses raise up and pop out of that hole and spray water all over your bathroom, utility room, or again, wherever you have your washing machine, garage, whatever. So I always like to secure my drain hose to one of my supply lines. You'll see that. All right, let's get in there and get it. I was out too early for Lowe's to be open, so I stopped at Hardee's, got me a sausage, biscuit, and cup of coffee. A senior citizen cup of coffee because it's cheaper. And I like doing it cheap. And I wasn't going to go to Lowe's. I wasn't going to go to Hardee's to get, or for some of y'all, Carl's Jr., I wasn't going to go there to get me a sausage biscuit this morning because they're $2 and Burger King's $1.19. But it was on my way, and I hadn't had a Hardee's biscuit in a while, and I could definitely taste the difference in the quality. I didn't like it because I was used to going into Hardee's and buying sausage biscuits 2 for $1.49. Boy, they gone up now, $2 each. Whew. Thank you, Joe Biden. Raise that minimum wage. Raise that minimum wage on up there. Heck yeah. Yeah. Put a tax on us poor people. Okay. Well, you can see where this corroded and started causing problems. And this thing was leaking out of all different spots. I just don't want to turn it back on and soak down my house again. But we're going to replace that hose and that hose. And they connect. They just connect right here on the washing machine. They just connect on the back of the washing machine. So, first thing I'll do is I'll make sure that I turn the water off on the other one, and then it's just a matter of disconnecting these hoses. Okay. All right. Well, no wonder. Won't get much hot water. That hot one was almost shut off anyway. Huh. All right. So I'm just going to take my pliers and I'm going to take these loose. Now, I do want to point out that these hoses are full of water and there will be some water spill out. So you might want to get your little bucket or something to drain the hoses off in. Wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Well, I didn't have a bucket handy, but I do have a large cooking pot. And this is it's clean water, people. It ain't nothing nasty. Now I've caused a real problem. Trying to twist that hose off, I've broken a pipe off in the wall. Oh! So hot's on the left, cold's on the right. Payday's Friday. Now on the back of this particular washer and dryer, we're color coded, blue and red for cold and hot. It's also got cold and hot stamped into the metal. And this is a good time to unscrew these little filters, allow to hold back crap from getting into your washer. So we'll be taking care of that as well. Alright, so we got the washing machine pulled back out of the way. Drained the hoses into the pot. And now then, I'm just gonna snip that wire tie there. That will allow me to get that hose out, get that out. Alright. So, raise the washer. I'll take this hose and put it in the washing machine so it'll stay out of the way. And now it's just a matter of cutting a hole in the wall. Boy, this beginner project has turned into a nightmare, as they always do. We'll be back. Now this one had practically welded itself on there. It did not want to come off. Oh, I mean, it did not want to give. So, we got the hoses out of the way. Now we got to cut a hole in the wall and find our busted plumbing. Tons of fun! Okay, this is an electric cutout tool. And it's got this little blade here. It looks like a drill bit. But on the sides of it are the cutting edges. And I will be using this to plunge into the wall. And once I poke a hole in there, then I can run left, right, up, and down and create an opening to get to the plumbing. So let's see if we can get that done. Well, I know that my sheetrock is 5/8 of an inch thick. So I've got this set to be able to penetrate it without going too deep in there. And I brought a pencil just to sort of give me a stopping point. So hopefully I can cut that out. We'll see. Well, it's supposed to be 5/8. Looks like it was only 1/2 inch. Well, I cut through it anyway. Ooh, it's loose. And this one's cracked. Yeah, it's broken. Shucky darn. Oh, that's a long thread on that. Probably ain't nothing wrong with these. Probably ain't nothing wrong with these, but I'm replacing them anyway. Because they ain't, it ain't that often that you do it. So I'm going to. Well, I'm glad that wasn't a long one. Anyway. Back to Lowe's. And what I'm going to get is, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and cut these off. So I'll put brand new female fittings in here. I'll show you here in a minute. Well, all right, I've been to Lowe's and got some goodies here. This is a 1/4 of a turn faucet. Only got to turn it 1/4 of a turn to turn it off and on. And this is a darn long shank, all right. Which I'll be putting on in there. Finally. Oh, that thing's long-winded. Okay. Whew. That took a while. You know, I could take these old ones off, put them on top. Now, these go on, but instead of Teflon, worried about Teflon tape, these do have a washer in the bottom of them. So we ought to be good and seal good with that. This is what was in the back of the washing machine. This is a filter to filter out grit and stuff that makes its way through your water line. So I'm going to wash this really good and then put it back. So all we had to do then was hook our hoses. Everything's color coded. Even the back of the washing machine's color coded. Cold meaning blue, and red meaning hot. So I'll let this sit for a day or two, give it a chance to dry out because it got wet. I'm gonna put my drain hose back in here. And I've got a zip tie. Tie it in place. There you go. Of course, somebody's going to say, well, you should have put the cover over the box. Yeah, well, whatever. That's later. Right now, we've got the water turned back on so we can use the toilet. I don't see any major leaks. If there is a leak, it's not a bad one. And I'll be checking on it. Make sure there's no runs, no drips, no errors. All right. Well, that's the way you do that project. Now, for all you sunny beaches out there that said, Pawpaw, when you gonna do something, you know, like fix something? For all you sunny beaches out there that wished something would happen to Pawpaw's house, y'all kiss my rear end. Oh. Well, we got that project done. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye, everybody.